is HeKnowsFitness, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all. Before we get on to the video, make sure y'all hit the link in the description for HeKnowsFitness. We're bringing you guys quick, fast, and effective workouts that's going to yield lasting results. So hit that link in the description. Subscribe to HeKnowsFitness. Comment, like, and share to that sister channel. Now, let's get on to the video, man. All right. Hear me? Hear me? Well, Terence Crawford has been doing a bunch of chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Let me say it again. Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. That's what he is at his truest and his most properest levels. This guy does nothing but, again, number 3 for the number of confirmation. Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence material. This guy has fought 36 fighters. The 36 fighters that he has fought have been 36 bums. Let me say it again. The 36 fighters that he has fought have been 36 bums. Low-level bum bashes. Now all of a sudden, he's going to try to tell you that, I want to fight real guys. Keep my name out your mouth. Are you serious? You coming at Jermell Charlo, 154 pounder. But you don't want to fight him at 154. I thought you were going to go up to 154. Now you're talking about catch weight at 150. Again, a quartlet. A chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. I keep telling you guys this stuff. Terence Crawford keeps embarrassing himself more and more and more each time he opens his mouth. What happened to Sean Porter? What happened to Kell Brook? What happened to these fights? But these Bud Man fans and Omaha Nebraskans keep thinking that Terence Crawford is relevant when in actuality he is not. Now, I just saw the recent interview with Keith Thurman, right? He was interviewed. And Keith Thurman to me has become a utter disappointment. I rooted for him against Manny Pacquiao, and I can admit that because HeKnowsFitness keeps that same energy, dog. Let me say it again. I keep that same energy. He's a fellow Floridian, so I figure let me root for a Floridian. That's just the way it rolls. You know what I'm saying? Fellow Floridians, they tend to stick together. Anybody that's from Florida understands that. So that's why I rooted for him. It was really because of that. And I thought that he actually was going to AARP retirement, Pac-Man style Manny Pacquiao, because there was no reason for Manny Pacquiao, as old as he was, to look the way that he did. But then when I realized, okay, there was no VADA testing, yeah, Manny Pacquiao was juiced the hell up. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. That's another conversation in of itself. But Keith Thurman nevertheless embarrassed himself. Anything in that interview that I saw with Keith Thurman, he needs to go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Let me say it again. He needs to go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Keith Thurman is a disappointment. We get it. I'm not going to talk about him. I'm talking about Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is for the 5th time, because we got to get into our quintessent or quintessential or the quintessence of the situation. He's a chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. This guy didn't want to fight real smoke. This is his first opportunity after 36 fights of fighters that were realistically bums. Gamboa wasn't a bum, but in that fight that he fought against Gamboa, even though Gamboa stanky legged him and made him do the stanky leg, do the stanky leg, do the stanky leg, even though he stanky legged him, Gamboa was coming off a domestic situation, a personal situation, and Crawford caught him at the right time. He didn't fight a Gamboa that fought the way that he did against Gervonta Tank Davis. And you still see how Gervonta Tank Davis still performed against a Gamboa that was basically not ready to be put down. Now, if Terence Crawford would have fought that Gamboa, we would have been talking a different story. But again, 36 bums. When this guy fights a real fighter, you will see a real live animal. You will see what Terence Crawford is all about. His last fight tells you everything you need to know. He got dropped within 3 rounds against Mean Green Machine. Let me say it again. He got dropped within 3 rounds against Mean Green Machine. That tells you everything you need to know. All of this stuff about, oh, Spence, you ain't fooling nobody. You just need to sign the contract and I'm going to be on your head. I'm going to be on your ass. Listen, That's just a delusional Negro that doesn't know how to count his money. Let me say it again. It's a delusional Negro that does not know how to count his money. Terence Bud Crawford is delusional. And he made it very clear he didn't want no free smoke when he re-signed with Top Rank. What are we saying here that just doesn't make sense? What is not the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, the cutthroat, truth-telling fashion? Terence Bud Crawford has a lot of people fooled. And he has a whole bunch of fake fans. Because of the fact that Errol the True Spence decapitated Mikey Garcia, he regressed him into a what? A Uber, a Lyft, and a hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter. Because Errol the True Spence did this to Mikey Garcia, a lot of these Mexican community fan base folks ran to Terence Bud Crawford. Because they needed somebody that they could get behind because they are anti-Spence. See, this has nothing to do with Terence Bud Crawford. It really has to do with the fact that they are anti-Spence. I don't understand that because Spence has the refined Mexican come forward style. I don't know if it's because he took their style and refined it to a level to where he does not get touched up. He parries punches. I don't know what it is, man. But he has a fan favorite fight style. He punishes people. He stops them. He dominates on the front foot. And he's doing this in a refined Mexican come forward style with a black slickster style to back it up. We saw that in the Mikey Garcia fight. He's ambidextrous, meaning he can do it both ways. Let me say it again. He's ambidextrous, meaning he can do it both ways. Whew, that was so deep and profound. Number 3 for the number of confirmation. He's ambidextrous, meaning he can do it both ways. So hear me and hear me well. Terence Bud Crawford knows he does not want no free smoke with Jermell Charlo. He's just mad that Jermell Charlo put him in his place about Crawford and Spence. Even Shakur Stevenson, again, if you go listen to him, he's not leaning one way or the other. See, this is what I'm talking about. When somebody in your own group can tell the truth and say, you know what? You know what, Terence Bud Crawford? I ain't gonna lie. That's a 50-50 fight. I can respect that. I'm not a 50-50 person. And I always tell people, anybody that tells you that anything is 50-50, that means they're giving you a percentage of themselves. You have to be a man or a woman with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. And you have to make a pick and double down on that bad boy with confidence and fortitude. So I'm a big believer of that. Making a pick and living with the fucking results. Not sitting here telling us 50-50. But I understood the argument that Shakur Stevenson was making, meaning he doesn't know which side to lean on. And the reason why I'm sticking to that and I'm giving him credit for that still until this day is because he's basically telling you a underlying truth that, you know what, both guys bring something to the table that can affect the other guy. And I have to acknowledge that and respect that. Not this cockamamie stuff that Andre Ward is telling you. Not this cockamamie stuff that Timothy Bradley is telling you, because they're telling you it off the strength of bias. Shakur Stevenson is not coming off of bias. And it's sad because he's younger than them. But he's showcasing maturity on a level that these guys have not showcased maturity on. He's just mad because Jermell Charlo came out and said Spence will stop your ass and he will punish you. Spence came out earlier and said, I'm going to wash Terence Bud Crawford. I'm going to stop him and I'm going to punish him. But Spence is not the conversation. We know what Spence is going to do to Terence Bud Crawford because he's built too for tough for him. He's built too big, too strong, and too for tough. We know this to be true. I told you guys, when Spence and Crawford fight, it's the law of attrition. Who can outlast who? But the bottom line is this. Fight a damn Sean Porter. Fight a damn Kell Brook. Stop doing this. Being a chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. So when you tell somebody I'm on your head, prove it. The welterweight division is vast. The welterweight division is plentiful. Let me say it again. The welterweight division is vast. It's plentiful, Terence Bud Crawford. And you know why people are not taking you seriously? Because you're not showcasing anything of seriousness to showcase to us that you really want to fight real competitors, real live animals at the welterweight division. There's a Udenis Ugas out there. There's a Danny Garcia out there. There's a Sean Porter out there. There's a Kell Brook out there. Why not fight these types of opponents? Because you understand fundamentally that these types of opponents will give you fits and they will give you problems. And they will make the Spence and the Crawford fight not a fight nobody wants to watch, because people are going to say, damn, Terence Bud Crawford got exposed on this level. We don't even want to see Spence and Crawford. Mean Machine almost messed that up. So could you imagine these guys that are on a way higher level than Mean Machine? Imagine if they step into the ring with Terence Bud Crawford. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So when you hear a Omaha, Nebraskan Negro that don't know how to count his money because he re-signed with Bob Arum and Top Rank, which proved to us that he's losing a few brain cells, and doing this, being a chihuahua barking behind the damn fence, then you have to accept it. If it's a chihuahua and it sounds like a chihuahua, then guess what? It is a freaking chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. It's really that simple, folks. This is HeKnowsFitness Sport. Checking out.